Good day, kababayans. Behind the beautiful scenery and colorful culture of the Philippines, there are stories that are not always shown to our eyes. Today, join us on an uncomfortable but important journey. The dark reality exploring 10 slum places in the Philippines. These are places full of trials, but there are still people who persevere and continue to fight for their future. Around every corner, there are stories waiting to be heard, and realities that need to be faced. It's not about poverty, but about resilience, hope, and how we can understand and help our fellow man. So, don't give up, because this video will give you a new perspective on life that you've never seen before. But before we start, kabayans, don't forget to like, subscribe and click the notification bell so you can always be updated on our new uploaded videos. Thank you very much, kabayan. Let's get started. Number 10. Baclaran, a glimpse of life behind the city. Baclaran in Parañaque is known as a vibrant urban area that serves as a center of trade and commerce. The markets here are visited not only by people from Metro Manila but also by neighboring provinces because of the affordable prices. But behind the colorful shops and crowded streets, informal settlers can be seen living on the edges and in the backs of establishments. Their homes are made of wood, iron, and other materials that are readily available to them, a testament to their ability to adapt to the challenge of urbanization. Although life in Baclaran is crowded and full of challenges, it also shows the resilience of the people despite limited opportunities. The families living here usually rely on jobs such as selling, tending, or working in the local markets. Despite the hardship, unity and cooperation can be seen in the community, which serves as the foundation of their daily struggle. The lively atmosphere gives off a unique energy, especially during religious celebrations such as the Baclaran Novena at the National Shrine of Our Mother of Perpetual Help. However, the lack of proper housing and social services for informal settlers in Baclaran remains a challenge. Unplanned urbanization causes problems with sanitation, traffic, and the safety of residents. Despite this, Baclaran continues to be a symbol of the resiliency and hope of Filipinos, who are looking for a better future in the midst of a rapidly changing city. Number 9. Port Area, Navotas Riverside Life. The port area in Navotas is a prominent part of the city located on the riverside, which serves as an important part of the residents' livelihood. Navotas is known as the fishing capital of the Philippines, and the port area is a hub of fishing activity, where many boats are anchored, and the fish markets are busy on a daily basis. However, despite the active economy, many of its residents live in areas prone to flooding, especially during heavy rains or rising seas. Living in the port area is not easy. Houses are usually made of light materials such as wood and iron, which are easily damaged by floods or inclement weather. The nearby river, although it provides livelihood, also carries danger, due to its pollution and rapid overflow. Despite the challenge, the determination of the residents to stay and continue with their daily lives is evident. Their ability to adapt to challenges is proof of their resilience and resilience. Despite their difficulties, the port area has great potential for development if given the right support and attention. Urban planning programs, such as proper drainage systems, relocation for those living in dangerous areas, and improving livelihoods, will help to raise the quality of life here. The port area, like the rest of Navotas, is proof of the strong relationship between man and nature, despite the challenges of modernization and climate change. Number 8. San Roque, Cebu City. Life on the water's edge. San Roque in Cebu City is an area known for its dense population of informal settlers living near waterways. Houses here are often located along rivers and estuaries, made of light materials such as wood, iron, and tarpaulin. Although it is not safe and often experiences flooding, many of the residents stay in the area because it is close to their occupations such as selling, hawking, or fishing. Life in San Roque is full of challenges. The lack of proper sanitation and water pollution pose a risk to the health of residents, especially children. Additionally, the location of their homes is dangerous whenever there are heavy rains or typhoons, as the waterways quickly overflow. However, the residents show resilience and creativity in their lifestyle, such as fixing their houses to avoid floods and community cooperation to face daily challenges. San Roque needs immediate attention from the local government and other agencies. Programs such as relocation to safer areas, rehabilitation of waterways, and training for alternative livelihoods will help to improve the quality of life of residents. Despite the hardships, San Roque remains a living image of the resiliency of Filipinos who continue to fight in the midst of adversity. Number 7. Parola Compound, Manila, an urban poor community. The Parola Compound in Manila is one of the known urban poor areas in the city. It is located near Pier 2 in Manila North Harbor, so most of the residents depend on jobs related to the port, such as shippers, salesmen, or workers. Despite its proximity to Manila's commercial district, Parola Compound remains a place full of challenges due to cramped spaces, lack of proper housing, and limited access to social services. Living in Parola Compound is a daily struggle for most residents. The area is full of informal settlers who live in shacks made of light materials, which are easily damaged during inclement weather. The lack of adequate drainage systems and sanitation causes frequent flooding and risks to the health of the community, especially children. However, despite the difficulty, the unity of the people can be seen in working together to overcome the daily challenges. Despite the challenges, the Parola Compound remains full of potential for change. Programs such as relocation to better housing, community development projects, and livelihood training can help to improve the quality of life of residents. This place reflects the strength and determination of Filipinos, who even in the midst of poverty continue to advocate for a better future. Number 6. Sitio Dumpsite, Mandaue City. Life in the shadow of garbage. Sitio Dumpsite in Mandaue City is one of the communities in Cebu that is close to the garbage dump. The area is known to be home to families who depend on garbage for their livelihood. Many of the residents trade recyclable materials such as plastic, bottles, and metal from the dump to sell and provide a small income for their daily needs. Despite the hardship and danger caused by their location, the people here continue to work hard to survive. Life in Sitio Dumpsite is full of challenges, especially when it comes to health and hygiene. The pungent smell from the dump, the presence of pests, and the contamination of air and water are the main problems of the residents. The lack of adequate sanitation and proper health services puts them at risk of diseases such as respiratory infections, diarrhea, and other ailments. Despite this, the strength of the community can be seen in working together to maintain order and unity in their area. The Sitio Dumpsite needs help from the local government and other organizations to provide better livelihood and housing to the residents. Programs such as waste management education, alternative livelihood training, and relocation to a safer place will help to improve their quality of life. The story of Sitio Dumpsite is a reminder of the challenges of poverty and the ability of Filipinos to succeed despite the odds. Number 5. Bagong Silang, Caloocan, the largest barangay in the Philippines. Bagong Silang in Caloocan is recognized as the largest barangay in the Philippines, with a population of over 1 million residents. The area was established in the 1970s as a resettlement area for informal settlers from Manila. Despite its size, many of the residents live below the poverty line, relying on daily income from jobs such as construction work, sales, and peddling. Lack of proper employment and education opportunities are some of the main challenges of the community. Living in Bagong Silang is full of challenges for many residents. Due to rapid population growth, there was a lack of infrastructure and social services such as education, health, and housing. Many live in overcrowded housing that is often unsafe, especially during typhoons or disasters. Despite this, the spirit of community unity can be seen through local initiatives such as cooperatives, feeding programs, and community cleanups that help to alleviate the effects of poverty. Although there are many challenges, Bagong Silang has potential for development. If given the right support from the local and national government, the livelihood of residents can be improved through skills training, livelihood programs, and improvement of social services. The story of Bagong Silang reflects the strength and determination of Filipinos to work together and succeed even in the midst of trials. Number 4. Payatas, Quezon City, life in a former dump site. Payatas in Quezon City is known as one of the largest former dump site areas in the country. For many years, it has been Metro Manila's main garbage dump, where many informal settlers rely on the garbage trade as a means of livelihood. The area has become a symbol of poverty, but it also shows the resilience and determination of the residents to make a living from recyclable materials and other things they get from the dump. Although the Payatas dump site was officially closed in 2017, the plight of its inhabitants remains a major challenge. Many of them continue to experience poverty and lack of proper housing. The former dump left behind health and environmental problems, such as soil and water contamination. However, despite the trials, the unity of the community can be seen in the search for an alternative livelihood and efforts to improve their condition. Payatas is a reminder of the importance of proper waste management and support to communities that depend on landfills. Programs such as relocation, skills training, and livelihood projects are necessary to raise the standard of living of the residents. Despite their history, the Payatas remain a community full of hope for a better future. Number 3. Happyland, Tondo, a contrast of name and realit. Happyland in Tondo, Manila, is a place that seems to be the opposite of its happy name. It is known as the home of poor Filipinos who live in crowded and dangerous conditions. Most of the residents are informal settlers who depend on daily occupations such as garbage trading, hawking, and other low-income jobs. The area has become a symbol of poverty in Manila, where many live below the poverty line. The plight of the residents of Happyland is pathetic. Many families live in shacks made of light materials, often without electricity or running water. Lack of sanitation and hygiene pose high health risks, especially to children. In addition, pollution and pungent smells from the surroundings are an additional challenge in their daily life. Despite all this, the resilience of the residents who continue to find a way out of hardship can still be seen. Although full of challenges, Happyland remains a place of hope for its residents. Community programs such as feeding programs, educational assistance, and livelihood training shed light on their situation. Also, assistance from the local government and various organizations is important to meet the needs of the community. Despite their circumstances, the people of Happyland remain strong and full of determination to build a better future. Number 2. Baseco Compound, Manila, located in the port area of Manila, is a prominent community located on the beach. It is one of the largest urban poor areas in the city, where thousands of families live in overcrowded and unsanitary housing. Despite being close to the sea, the area experiences severe sanitation issues due to the lack of a proper waste and sanitation system. This condition causes diseases and health problems for the residents. Aside from the issue of sanitation, poverty is a major challenge for those living in Baseco. Many of them rely on occupations such as fishing, hawking, and fishing to meet daily expenses. However, the income is not enough to cover their basic needs, including their children's education. Because of this, many of the youth in Baseco are unable to complete their education and fall into the cycle of poverty. Despite the challenges, Baseco can also see the resilience of its residents. Their closeness to each other as a community becomes the foundation to face the trials of life. Many groups and organizations are also working together to provide Baseco with better housing, education, and livelihood. Although their situation is difficult, the Baseco compound continues to serve as a reminder of the need for more inclusive development in the city of Manila. Number 1. Tondo, Manila. Tondo is one of the most prominent districts in Manila and is considered one of the largest urban poor communities in the entire Philippines. It is home to thousands of families living in overcrowded areas, where the majority experience extreme poverty. Despite the modernization of other parts of Manila, sanitation and housing challenges remain in Tondo, creating difficult living conditions for many residents. One of the most famous parts of Tondo is Smoky Mountain, once famous as a garbage dump and home to thousands of informal settlers. For years, it has been a symbol of poverty in the country, where many residents earn money by trading in garbage. Although Smoky Mountain has been closed, the struggle of its inhabitants continues, and many of them remain in relocation sites with a lack of livelihood opportunities. Despite the challenges, Tondo is also known for its vibrant community and people's resilience. Many of the residents are working together to build a better future for their families. Moreover, the area is rich in history and culture, which has allowed the promotion of development programs from the government and various organizations. Tondo is a place of contradiction, a community of hardship but full of hope and courage. As we explored these 10 slum areas in the Philippines, we saw the complex conditions of these communities, places that are full of challenges, but at the same time, show the determination and resilience of our countrymen. Their story is not only a symbol of hardship but also of courage and hope to rise from life's trials. Our collective attention, from the government, the private sector, and each of us, is essential to give them better opportunities. Together we can be part of the solution to provide them with better housing, education, and livelihood. And if you like our video, just comment in the comment section what we talk about next, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also click the notification bell so that you always be updated in our newly uploaded video.